have what people have their breaking point
Yeah.
and accepting point.
Yeah.
That's why it's good if you go into a serious relationship, you guys have to tell each other everything.
Okay.
Like open it. That's what they say. Relationship. There's no privacy in relationship.
Okay.
There's no privacy at all. There's no. You guys have to tell each other everything.
Hmm.
Like when I was dating, I even asked lady, "Have you ever done abortion?" And they're like, "Why are you asking me that?" I said, "I want to know."
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't want if I marry you tomorrow and then you can have kids 3 4 years of marriage, 5 years, 6 years, and then we go to the doctor and doctor's like, "Did you ever had a?" It's like, "Yeah, I had abortion like 15 years ago," and doctor's like, "Sorry, ma'am, you cannot have kids because the person that did the abortion flicked one of your womb and you can have kids no more." And we're in 10 years in marriage, and I want kids. I'm divorcing your ass that night and looking for another woman to have kids with because you never told me you did abortion. So there's stuff that you gotta
Oh.
open it because
Wow.
marriage it has to be an open book
Okay.
where everybody knows each other's past
Yeah.
that will lead to the future.
Yeah. For
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Mm.
That way you're giving the man or the woman the benefit of doubt of accepting if they want to be with you or not. So they don't get surprised. Because you don't know what she can take. Some women the little things you think they can take, that's their breaking point.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I had a woman tell me like if I date a guy and I get married to him and I find out his teeth is not real, it's a fake, I'm running for my life. you
Hi, yeah, yeah.
know, so it's like people gotta like be honest with each other.
Yeah.
And when you're not honest with somebody, that's a
Yeah.
scam.
I agree.
It's a scam
I
and it's gold
agree.
digging. And it has levels to it. Like the scam is different from gold, is almost different from gold digging because gold digging is an intent to
Hmm.
achieve this,
Hmm.
going into this.
Hmm.
Scam is like lying that this is not here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you find out that it's here.
Yeah.
So it's almost the same, but it's like it goes deep differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh,
Have you ever witnessed that before?
I've experienced it actually, but I want before I even get into any of that, you've said a lot, so I'm trying to just kind of play back a couple of things. So like, I get that men and women, we are visual creatures as well, but men more so
Mhm.
than women. And I heard you explain how, if a woman that you're interested in, being serious with, maybe being in a relationship leading to a marriage or whatever the case may be, if she did not disclose that her body was not made by Jesus,
Mhm.
it was made by Dr. Miami, that would be grounds to like cut her off or terminate because you're thinking down the road, that stuff, that upkeep is going to cost money. And to me, like, I'm laughing because like immediately you went to like the financial aspect
Mhm.
of the enhancements that she's done to her body and not even like trying to understand from her perspective why she did what she did. It's immediately like, I can't afford this,
Mhm.
you're scamming me, I'm done with you. I'm like, wow, that's pretty extreme. But then you also gave an example of a guy who is in debt for millions. And for the life of me, I don't know people that would want to get married to somebody and like you haven't discussed financials. There is no way I'm going to tie my life to anybody and not know financially what the hell. Like the same thing with me. I want you to know what's going on with me financially. But nah, you ain't not about to be in debt for no millions of dollars and we gonna get married? No.
And you don't want to ask them why he's in debt?
Let me tell you. So there's a celebrity that so her and her husband, I'm gonna use air quotes, he got into some pretty bad stuff and had to go away to jail for some years, right? But before he went away to jail, they got married.
Mm.
So they had like a big old lavish wedding. They had, just all the glitz and glamour, the groomsmen, the bridesmaids, all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
And they both wear rings. He wears a ring, she wears a ring. Then he had to go away to go to jail. Later on, it came out that they never got legally married
Mm.
in the state that they lived in. And she was like, no, I'm not going to legally marry him because he has
Mhm.
all these financial issues that's going on. I don't want to be held to that.
Mhm.
Because if I'm married to him, they coming after him, they're coming after me. All my businesses, all the stuff I've worked really hard for. She's like, I'm not willing to do any of that. But we love each other. We want to
Mhm.
be together. We're gonna get married, but we're not doing it legally. You know what I'm saying? But that was a decision that they made together. But I just thought it was so funny how you
Yeah.
automatically went to like the financial aspect of the enhancements and how like, oh, I want to pay for the upkeep or whatever the
Mhm.
case may be. I'm just like, wow, like have a conversation with her and try to figure out like why she did what she did. Like, is it truly a deal breaker the fact that she got a BBL? Like, really? So, like, do you really even love her? Do you really even know her, or is it just because physically she's enhanced? Like, to me, that just blows my mind. But you
Yeah.
did ask me like, have I experienced? I unfortunately, yes, I have, and it's not a good feeling, especially when you think that people are coming into your life and they don't have ulterior motive, and then as you continue in a connection with someone, you discover like, oh, this person isn't really who they told me they were, and then you are kind of at a crossroads, or I was kind of at a crossroads where I was like, damn, like I've spent a lot of time with this person, I've really gotten to know them, I really liked the person I thought that they were. So your feelings and emotions are involved. But then like as you continue to spend more time, you keep learning more things that just was not you weren't privy to in the beginning. So yeah, like it sucks to be scammed, but then also too, I think a piece of that is accountability, right? So
Mhm.
like you were saying at the beginning, how this woman was trying to scam the guy scammed her.
Mhm.
She went on social media crying, trying to get sympathy from people. But like you have to also take accountability for the role you played
Yeah.
in that. So right. So in those instances when we clock somebody's not being truthful about whatever the case may be, not
Yeah.
being truthful about where they're from, how old they are, how much money they make, like whatever the case may be, like if you clock it, like address it.
Mhm.
And then like if they want to gaslight you and just like turn things on you, like, oh, you're snooping around, or you're creating a story for something that doesn't really exist, you have to make a decision on, do you still want to continue in this connection with this person? Like, do you feel like whatever y'all have established is strong enough to continue? But in my opinion, it was all built on lies. So
Yeah.
really there is nothing there, right? So what I probably should have done was just like collect all my items, pack it in my bag, and just chuck it as a loss. But I want to believe that people can be good, and that people, if I just be authentically who I am, that would be enough for people to want to do right by me. But nope, that's not the world we live in. People scam. People do things, they say things to get what they want. Men will charm the literal pants off of women and just tell them everything that they want to hear to be able to put their hand in the cookie jar. And then once they get to eat some of the cookies, and leave your jar empty, then they get their things and they leave you. So, so yeah, so like I hate to say that I've been on the receiving end of that, and it doesn't feel good, doing that, but it's a lesson learned, right? So, like I was saying too, I don't want to be in the mindset where I don't trust people, that I don't give people the benefit of the doubt, because there are people that will enter into your life who are sincerely genuine, who just don't want to have sex with you only. Like that's the only thing that they want to accomplish. That they actually like you as a woman and what you have to contribute to, the connection to this world. And it's not just about what's in your pants, right? So I think it's important for us to be able to use that thing called discernment. And especially for women, because we have that intuition built inside of us where we can feel and sense that something's off, that something's not right.
Mhm.
And if something isn't right, 8 times out of 10, it probably isn't right. So I just wanted to mention that because you just immediately went over to like the money side of it.
Yeah.
But so let's try to offer some, I guess, some tips or something for our viewers when it comes to being in a situation where you feel that someone is scamming you. Like, what are some ways, like from a man's perspective, that you can kind of sense or guess that maybe a young lady you're interested in is either scamming you or trying to be a gold digger, trying to get things from you.
Yeah, before I give that tip, I want to add something. Yes, that's funny.
Okay,
And I always laugh when women do that.
do what?
When I was saying about the BBL, you
Mm.
was more thinking about you don't love her, you don't want to get to know why she don't want to do that.
Uh huh.
And then when it comes to the money part,
Uh huh.
you're like, I don't want to know him. Why is he owing 1 million? I don't want that. You see, yeah, like to
Y'all
yeah, women
don't do
like
that. Don't do that.
no, I'm good. Yeah, women like to I don't know how to put yeah, like to like be like you like to judge a man when a man says what he wants,
What?
what he believes in, what
Okay.
is he looking like? Why you
Okay.
say that? Why is that?
Okay.
But when it comes to the road changes to yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah, like no, 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 like you don't like to be judged. It doesn't
Wait,
life
what?
is funny.
What?
It's funny because you was already judging like you don't love her, you don't
It
do that.
it
But when the road changes to the money part, you didn't even waste time. You're like, nah, I'm good. I don't want him. And I'm
listen.
asking you,
No,
did you ask him why he was on you? Don't you love him?
no
You should
judgment.
love him so you can help him out.
It was no
Help
judgment.
him build that payment, help him do that, be with him, let him know that you
You
got his
said
back.
millions of dollars,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's possible. Yeah, him can do it.
He no. Let me
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you, the
power couple.
BBL, the BBL is not going to. The BBL is not going to bankrupt us. The BBL.
Says who?
Hello.
Says who?
Listen. Compared to $1 million,
No, $1 million at one time, right?
how
Wait,
long is it going to take you to
wait.
pay off $1 million?
It could take you like 20 years, right? But the BBL, right, is a continuous payment.
No, it's
She
not.
has to maintain it.
So she.
You have to maintain it. It might be in 3 years, 4 years. You have to maintain it. That's one.
Okay.
You have to
Okay.
go to the gym.
How much do you think BBLs and all that stuff cost?
It can cost like maybe like $1,000
Okay.
or $5,000.
Okay.
Depend. It has levels to it, right?
Yeah, compared
Depending
to
on what you want.
millions of
But what
in
I'm
debt.
saying, it builds up.
Okay.
It builds up because
Okay.
it's a lifetime thing of maintenance.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Unless you take it off.
So are
But
you
if you don't take it off,
okay?
you're gonna keep maintaining it
Okay.
till the day you die,
Okay.
and you gotta keep going to the gym.
Okay.
So that's more money going into the gym,
Okay.
more money in diet, more
Okay.
money in maintenance.
Ah,
So money when you spend the money, you spend the money
they're not comparable, but
because
okay.
even that $1 million, you might not pay it off and die, but at least you're paying something. So the point of it is that yeah, I like to judge
Don't
and
do that.
yeah, I like to
Don't.
judge. No, I'm doing that. You like to judge a man when a man says what he wants or
No.
what he thinks or how what he
Yeah.
believes in.
Okay.
But when the road changes, you're quick to like judge and don't want us to say why do you judge like that. So that's one of what I wanted to say,
Okay.
which is always funny. I see that in women's a lot.
Oh
Then
Lord.
second, the second I want to add was you have the aspect of uh, women saying that this guy liked me because of my body. He only wanted to sleep with me. And the woman asks you, "Do you only want to sleep with me?" And you're like, "Nah, I want to have a relationship. I want to." She's like, "Okay." And then later on, you sleep with her, right? And then you don't like her no man. She's crying, saying she goes like social media or men's are scum, men's are that he only wanted to sleep with me, men's only want your cookies, men's this and that. And I'm asking you, young lady, when we was having that cookie, you were screaming harder, harder, right? You was like, do it deep, more rounds. I'm liking it. So you liked it, I like it.
Oh
So
God.
both of us enjoyed it.
What?
So nobody lost. So
What?
don't play that victim game because you came and I came.
What?
I enjoyed it, you
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
right.
You were sweating and I was
Yeah,
sweating.
right.
I took you to the moon and you came to earth. You took me to the moon, I came to earth. So both of us enjoying it.
No
So
stop.
don't
No,
nobody
no.
should tell me that I was
Oh
played. You
Lord.
took my cookie.
Y'all
We
funny.
ate each other
That's
cookie.
oh
Period.
no, Jesus.
So
Lord.
now come
Help us,
to
Lord.
the tips, right?
Help, yeah, please.
So the tip I want to give is that gold digging and scamming is if like for example, if you're a lady, right, and you like this guy because he makes a lot of money, right, and you're interested in his money rather than his personality, the kind of man he is, he's like who he is, but you're more interested in the money. He's hot tempered. He beats women.
Okay.
He's rough. He don't have respect for women. But I'm gonna stay with him because of that money. That's gold digging.
Oh boy.
That's scam. Because when
Okay.
that money is gone, you
Mm-hmm.
leave. Right? It ends.
Okay.
Now, for men, when you look at a woman, maybe you're poor, you don't have money, and the woman has maybe her dad is the CEO of a company,
Mm.
and you know if you marry her, the dad will make you an assistant manager because you're his son-in-law, right?
Okay.
He will help you so that you can be able to take care of his daughter. And then you get that, and you don't like this girl because maybe she's too big or she's too ugly.
Oh
When
God.
you're looking at the opportunity,
Uh,
right? And then you marry this girl, you have one or two kids with her, and then later along the line, the company crashes, and then you gotta struggle on your own, or you make your own money that you don't need the dad's company no more. You have your own company, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go marry another woman. I ain't want this marriage no more.
oh boy.
That's scamming, and that's not cool. True relationship should be a fundamental of each other's personality.
Mm-hmm.
You like the guy because of the guy likes you because of you. You before you guys look at what each other have, you know what I mean, it's different. Because we understand even though men's marry women that's lower than them in all ramification, because that's the way the word is made for
Mm-hmm.
peace, for
Mm-hmm.
comfortability in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
He's not looking above that. He's not
Mm-hmm.
looking beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even though the woman looks for a man that makes more than her
Mm-hmm.
and that's like bigger than her in all ramification,
Mm-hmm.
she shouldn't look above that. It should be a normal standard, right? Are you getting what I'm saying? Above that is maybe like, let's say you're looking at a guy that he got a job,
Okay.
he can take care of me,
Yeah.
he can help me financially with the kids and everything. We can have a roof over our head.
Mm-hmm.
There's food, we're not gonna starve.
Mm-hmm.
And when I have kids, the kids are gonna be okay,
Okay.
and I can work and support him, right?
Okay.
That's normal. But if you're looking like, man, I need to, he got millions, let me kill him and take that million, or
Oh.
let me be with him for 10 years, put myself in his uh, uh, benefit,
Uh-huh.
and then poison him and he dies and he take the money,
Oh.
or I'll get with him once I get that $1 million, I'm out. You know what I mean? You already have an end game
Okay.
in your mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's a scam and that's gold digging.
Mm.
So my tip for people is that you should test each other. If you're a guy and you have more money than a girl, right? Test her. Like testing you can use like one day, give the girl like $500, right? Say, baby, here's this $500. Go and shop. Buy whatever you need, right? And she's like, ah, thank you, baby. And she's happy, right? And then maybe like a week after that, you're like, ah, baby, my business is having an issue. The money I was expecting, you see, I don't have it. And I'm owing my little brother like $50, right? And he needs that money to add to the money that he had last month to pay his school fees so he can, be comfortable in school. And I really need that money right now. And I'm trying to find $50.
Uh-huh.
And if she don't say, okay, honey, how much is it? 50? Okay, okay, I got you. What's his account number? Let me put in his account. Or she don't say, okay, when does he need it? When is the due date for that money? You know what I mean? If she don't act that it touches her, because whatever stress you should stress her, right? So that thing is stressing you, it should make her uncomfortable. Where she's like, how can I help this man? I love this man. But she's like, honey, there's no money. God will provide. Run. Run for your life. That girl is a gold digger. She don't care about you.
That's not true. What if there is no money?
No, if there's no money, she could say when like effort is what a
Okay.
guy is looking for.
Okay, so say that. So
No,
say
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
Okay.
The effort, like I gave you an example, you could say, honey, when does he need that money?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or give me time. Let me see if I can make some calls
Okay.
and borrow the money. Or let me see if I can call my mom or dad, see if I can
Mm,
get $20 from them.
mm,
Or let me see if I can get $10.
okay.
Effort.
Got you.
The effort is what counts,
Got you. Okay.
not giving the guy the $50. The
Okay.
effort, you show him the effort
Uh-huh.
makes him happy.
Got it.
Compared to like case closed. I don't have the money. I don't want to talk about this no more. Let's talk about something else. Run for your life. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then for a guy, that's a guy testing a woman in terms of money part, right?
Okay.
There's so many tests that you can give, right, to a woman that helps you choose if this woman is here for you or she's a gold digger or she just wants the benefit, right?
Yeah.
And it goes by there's no one way to it, right? It
Mm-hmm.
depends on who you are and what is your breaking point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now for women, you can test a guy where you dating a guy, right? And the guy, and you tell the guy, listen, we've been talking on the phone for like 3 weeks, video
Mm-hmm.
calls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to take a shower. Would you like to see my naked body? And he's like, baby, it's okay. I don't want to see that. It's okay. Take a shower. We talk later on. I said, guy. He's like, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. Run. That guy doesn't want to. He want to smash you. A guy that wants to marry Lily, he don't care about her body, like Haneke said. He wants to know that he wants to get to know that lady.
Okay.
He wants to know is she somebody I can talk to before the body.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when a guy wants to marry you and he like really likes you,
Mm-hmm.
your body part is not his main goal. He sees your curves, he sees that it's nice, right? But you being naked, he's not gonna ask you, baby, I want to see your nakedness.
Okay.
He's
He's
not gonna say,
respectful.
baby, show me the cookie.
Gotcha.
He will never do that.
Yeah.
He will just be, creating that conversation, asking you, what do you plan to do in 5 to 10 years? What's your dream?
Okay.
What would you do if a guy was broke? He'll be asking you questions to know your mentality, your
Mm-hmm.
personality,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So he don't your nakedness is the last thing. Because why? He wants to see if you can be a wife. You know what I mean? So that's one. And there's many tests a girl can
Mm.
test a guy
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean? And it depends on what is your breaking point. Every guy or every girl has a breaking point that they can accept and they cannot accept, right? So testing is really important because in the olden days, when our fathers, let's say you meet a guy, the guy you say I want to marry you, and you tell him I'm from so family, the guy will come and meet your parents,
Mm-hmm.
say I want to marry their daughter. Your dad will test him. You know what I mean? Your dad will test him to see if he can be able to provide for my daughter.
Okay.
And we are lacking those tests because if you want to, marriage is a lifetime thing. Nobody wants to go into marriage and come out.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So if you want to go into marriage, you should test that person to make sure that you guys are compatible and that guy is who you want.
Okay.
And there's no secret. And there's no timeline for you to guys. You can date somebody 6 months and get married.
Mm-hmm.
You can date somebody 3 months to get married.
Mm-hmm.
You can date somebody 1 year get married. You can date somebody 5 years. It depends on how the connectivity of it.
Yeah.
So it's testing and understanding what you want as a person.
Yeah.
And that's my tips because gold digging, scamming has so many varieties.
Yeah.
If a lady likes me because of me giving her an American visa,
Mm-hmm.
American passport,
Mm-hmm.
that's not true love.
Yeah.
That's an intent.
Yeah.
And once she gets that papers, she out.
Yeah.
Because that's when, and yeah, I see a lot of that of my brothers bringing women here, giving them papers, thinking that that lady loves them and that lady appreciate them. And then once the lady gets the papers, start working, have one kids,
Mm-hmm.
she tells them, I can't do this no more with you. You're not the kind of man I wanted. And she walks out.
Yeah.
And the guy is crying on social media, saying all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to test people. You have to know what you want and you have to stand by it because life is a game and everybody wants to win
Yeah.
and nobody wants to lose. So that's my take on that. What do you think on what I said?
You've had a lot to say this episode about scamming and
Go digging.
yeah, and a lot of it again is
Mm.
from the position, the posture that women are just terrible. But it's
No,
fine. It's
no,
fine.
no.
Men are equally terrible.
Man and woman, same.
So My recommendation to women who are finding themselves in situations where um, they feel that men oftentimes scam them. And for women, that's more so from the perspective of intimacy or physicality, right? So, a lot of times when you meet a guy, um, there may be like sexual attraction, between you and that person. And he's going to be very suave and say all of the things that he needs to say to make you feel comfortable and for you to open up the cookie jar and let him put his hand in there. And sometimes we live in delusion because we feel that certain men act and do things and make us feel a certain kind of way, that it means that they want more than what it is. So what I would encourage women to do is to be very cognizant of whom you allow to put their hands in your cookie jar. Um, if you're the kind of person that just wants to go around and have casual sex, I mean, you're an adult. But if you are a person who is seeking to have a relationship with a commitment, be very selective about who you allow in your space in that way. And just be very attentive to the words that are coming out of their mouths and watch their actions. Watch how they act, what they say, if there's alignment. And stop thinking that you can change people, right? When people show you who they are, you need to believe them. If people show you that they're liars, you need to believe that they're a liar. um, and you again just count your losses, you move on. If you attract a man that is just looking for a come up, who's just looking to ride your coattail because you're successful, you have money, whatever the case may be, and it doesn't seem that they are genuine in their love and admiration for you, then you need to make a decision. You need to decide how to move forward. And I think a lot of people, they may tend to turn the blind eye to stuff like that because they don't want to be alone, right? They'd rather have that connection because they don't feel that maybe they're deserving of something better, or they don't have anything else going on. So they just want to kind of have that whole toxic situation happen. And at the end of the day, you don't feel good about yourself, and you end up losing anyway because either you break up with them or you cut them off, and then things just kind of go sour. So really just focus on the signs and what they say in their actions. For the men, if you're attracting women who only talk to you because of what you can physically do for them, understand that women have been taught to seek men that have resources, right? So the same way how you mentioned that, women might have a reaction to a guy saying what he wants, we have to have that same energy about the women that say, yes, I want a man that can provide for me. I don't want to work. I want to be a kept woman. There's nothing wrong if that's her intent, if that's how her parents raised her, if her dad took care of everything and she wanted for nothing, that's what she's used to. So she's looking for a partner that can give her that same type of lifestyle that she's used to. There's nothing wrong with that. The issue that comes in is that you're pretending to be that to get access to her. And then you say all that stuff. Y'all say, well, sweet mouth. You give her all those words, make her feel like, oh, yeah, like he's really into me. And she lets you in. And we know women, whenever we connect with a guy physically, it's like they unlock something, right? Even if he doesn't take you all the way to the moon yet, but it's fine. But like, you have that connection because you have that tie to him. And then now it comes like he really doesn't have the resources, or he really doesn't have anything going for him. You're like, man, like I allow this guy to, you know, for us to connect, and he's not really going to give me what I need. In that instance, you can decide to leave that situation. So just pay attention to the people that you have around you. And I don't like the idea of testing people, but I get it. Like you want to make sure that whomever you're allowing in your life in that way is really somebody that's there for you, right? Someone that is really going to love you through all of it. You guys can build a life together, that you guys can grow together, that you guys love each other and it will take care of each other. That's what it's all about. Every relationship has its ups and downs. You know, it's life will take you up, down, twists, turns, all that stuff, right? But as long as we're gonna be in this together, we're gonna buckle our seatbelts and we're gonna ride this life together through whatever happens, that's the people you want to have around you. So, and another thing you had mentioned too about like is someone that has like a fake leg, and I was just like, Lord have mercy. Are we that vain of a society that it makes me sad to think about like if someone were to have like a tragic accident and like they became like paralyzed or something, like man, like their spouse could potentially leave them because like this is not what they signed up for. But these vows that y'all take for better or worse, richer or poor, I mean, those things, they matter. So before you say yes to those vows, like really consider like what if like you got ill and you couldn't provide that life for me anymore,
That's
you know?
different though.
But it's still something to consider. You know what I'm saying? So like if you love somebody
Mm.
for who they are as a person, to me, to Tia, it shouldn't matter if they have a fake leg.
No.
Hold on, to
Mm.
me, it doesn't matter if they have a fake leg because you love the person, right? And so, but I hear what you're saying, like
No.
as far as from like a standpoint of like them not like disclosing that
You,
information to
yeah,
you.
you're saying relationship in a
Okay,
relationship.
okay,
I'm not saying in a relationship. I'm
okay.
saying you guys meet for the first time and getting to know each other. He should know that you have a prosthetic leg.
So again,
Now, if you're in a relationship or married, it's better for worse. Even if they cut your whole stomach out,
okay,
I advise people to be together, still be there.
there. So I can tell you,
I know some people
yeah,
walk out,
they
but
do.
if you're asking me what
Yeah.
I'm saying if you guys are married, no matter the condition, right,
Okay.
stay there because it can happen to a guy,
Anybody.
it can happen to a woman.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying in that aspect is you guys getting to know each other.
But you said earlier the BBL didn't matter if you were just like,
If it's for fun, yeah.
yeah,
Even if it's for fun, I
yeah,
don't care if it's a prosthetic leg or not.
okay,
What I'm saying, my point in everything I'm saying,
yeah,
if you guys are want to move to relationship and marriage,
uh huh,
whereby you guys connect,
yeah,
everything gotta be out.
yeah. I agree with you. I
That's
agree
my
with you.
point.
I agree with you.
Now,
Yeah,
if you guys are not there, I don't care whatever. I just want to have fun. I just want
yeah,
to enjoy the sex, and that's it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, so ladies, I strongly encourage you if you are seeking a relationship, a connection, stop entertaining men that just want to sleep with you, and that's all that they want, because that too is a scammer. Uh, and again, once the awareness comes, once you realize what has happened, if you're choosing to stay in that connection with that individual, you have to take some accountability for this too. You can't just put it on them. Like, well, he lied to me about virtually who he is and like blame him for the fact that you feel like crap because, you know, the connection isn't really what you thought it was, and it's not going to go anywhere. So you take some accountability for the role you played in it, and if it's not something that you want to continue, then you need to walk away from it
Yeah.
and just like take it as a lesson learned, and just grow and become a better person despite what happened. And men, again, just check out the women around you, you know, um, make sure that she's truly there to be a support system for you, to be your helpmate, to be someone that could have and raise your children, for someone that can be all the things that you're looking for in a wife, and also be that to her, be the husband that she needs as well. But I think we've covered a lot here with this one.
Yeah, I just want to give one last
Yeah, yeah,
word, and
go for it.
if you have, then this goes for the ladies. I'm a smooth in.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say, ladies, um, If you're going in to a guy with an agenda to gain something, and later the guy takes advantage of you, don't come out and act victim because we're not gonna pity you.
Mm.
Because it's about time ladies take accountability of their action.
Ah,
Yeah, it's about time the society looks into real facts and not be sentiments about the sex of the person. Because it's not fair that you want to take advantage of a guy and then later finds out the guy took advantage of you. So that means two of you wanted to take advantage of each other and the guy won and you want to play the victim game. You want us to pity you. I don't pity you. If you lose, take your loss, go home. Learn and come and fight another day. You know what I mean? So um why I say that is because we know who plays the victim game good. And the society are getting more understanding of the victim game. And scam is a scam, gold digging is a gold digging, and none of them are good because nobody wants to be taken advantage, whether
nope.
man or woman.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to feel that you're with me because I can only give you this, and the day I lose it, you're gone.
Yeah.
It makes me important. It makes me so many guys can live like that. So don't look at guys as a ladder to climb up to success. If you're looking for somebody to climb up, you yourself climb the ladder and climb to success.
Mhm.
And guys, don't look at a girl as a means to just have fun. Unless he wants to have fun too,
Oh boy.
which two of you having the fun.
Oh goodness.
So, but people are getting smart, and I say life is a game. Whoever wins takes enjoys it. Who doesn't win whines about it and try to get paid.
Oh goodness.
And when I see game, I don't pity nobody because you gotta be smart, you gotta be intelligent, you gotta use your upper. You know what I mean? And that's the way life it is.
Ay, ay,
That's why I said check out my music, Kai Kai. You understand? That's what I say.
Whew. All right, y'all. So hopefully this episode was insightful. Don't be a scammer. Stop scamming people, whatever it is. Just be who you are. And if who you are isn't enough for that person, then that person is not for you.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so with that, good conversation tonight.
Yeah. I love you guys.
Yeah, for
I'm your
sure.
humble boy, UBA Dollars, aka Dollar Man. And share our podcast. Let us know how you feel.
Yep.
Give us ideas and stuff, and we can always bring our intellectuality and speak.
And I am Queen Tia, everyone. Have a good evening. Peace.